I'm guessing we're probably gonna have. I want to put like parts of episodes and shit on Patreon
Okay.
right away,
Okay.
just to be like, this is extra goof bits
Okay.
and extra stuff that doesn't.
You put stuff on Patreon?
I have a Patreon.
Bruh.
For those that don't know, I have a Patreon.
Oh no. No, yeah, whoa.
Patreon.com
Was you straight up
/ LS Pictures.
I feel like that was
It was a plug.
it was
But then if this isn't going on Spotify and it's just going on Patreon, then only patrons hear that. So
I'm not gonna hear it.
maybe.
How dare you?
Oh no.
How do you pretend? How do you
we
track?
can start with this, 'cause it's not just about like actual like filmmaking stuff. We can just do like topic based things that kind of revolve around this media creation.
Stupid people. Okay.
Stupid people, yeah.
Sounds good.
So if we just
hackers on Twitter be like, yo, dude, yo, gang, bro, yo, follow.
First of all, I feel bad for whoever is driving his car, because
He's not driving?
No, 'cause he's in the passenger seat.
Bro.
You just blew your mind. Unless they're in England.
No.
No, but I mean it's a nice car. But like if that's his wife in the driver's seat, like
She wants a divorce.
I don't like. So I really,
She's looking at him like,
unless she just thinks it's funny too.
what happened to us? No, I don't think so.
Whatever happened to us?
What
How all you do is yell at each
Ninja.
other.
I don't know his real name.
Ninja. Tyler.
She calls him Ninja.
Ninja, please. I want a divorce.
Ninja, please. Dye your hair back, please. I don't like it blue.
I don't like it blue. It's like it's too.
Hold up, before you change it. I like the fact that you paused it and he looks like a hillbilly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
boy, yeah.
He's missing all his teeth.
He's the most unhillbilly person in the world.
Just the way he's holding his face, he looks like some 60-year-old
Yeah.
dude in like the Middle West.
Middle West, damn.
The Middle West.
I mean, dang. No
You
swearing.
been there? How dare you? You did it. You're the only
Dang.
one that's doing it.
Dang it. But just like I don't understand how he thinks he's funny in that, like, that he has to be so exaggerated and crazy.
Well, this was obviously like an attempt at being edgy, or like woke.
But isn't
not
that just
woke.
Ninja? To be fair, like, 'cause he is just this person that's always just like, it just is super like exaggerated, like I'm a crazy gamer kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's cheap humor though.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It's not worth anything. It's like he's here's the thing. We make fun of people, but we do it better than that. He's just
yeah.
He's just trying to be woke. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, there's imitation, and then there's just that, which is I don't know.
I'm gonna be. He's trying to be. He's being edgy by pretending to be edgy. We're just like, I'm edgy, and then he's
guys, look at how
immediately
funny
being
I am.
too woke.
Am I still relevant?
No.
Nice. Okay, let's continue. Okay.
I'll follow 5 people who follow at irrelevant person here on Twitter.
Haha, irrelevant.
That's another great place to pause.
But like, all I think when whenever someone says, okay, I'm having a stroke. Whenever someone like this
You got it.
says like irrelevant, all I think of is like the rice gum thing. Well, there's like irrelevant, and he just like throws like all these tons of good YouTubers and just like irrelevant.
Interestingly enough, they're both now currently irrelevant.
That's also true.
So
Considering like he was talking about, like, it's funny that he's wearing an NFL thing, because he was just like, bro, my job is so much harder because like, what do they all have to do? Just kick a ball,
which they do not do in hockey. But yes, I know what you're talking about.
I know. Well, NFL is National Football League.
Bro, I'm the stupid one.
NHL.
I straight up thought you said NHL. I'm so Canadian.
I think it says NFL. Maybe it says NHL. Let me just see.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yo, dude. insert irrelevant tweet.
No, it's NFL.
I thought as soon as you said NF something, you said N, and I was like NHL. And I just immediately thought hockey.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But
it's not. It's nowhere near. Don't try and make me feel better, please.
Yeah, but... And he's like, like, he's just such a skilled gamer and all this stuff, and I didn't know.
Cutting it close there, pal.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just very cocky.
No, he is.
That's good.
Here, insert irrelevant tweet here, insert racist tweet here. Y'all, five people who follow my homie gang on the 1-1s, man. Yo, let's go get it, dude. Oh, she's suspended.
Has he ever said the N-word?
Ninja?
Did he have a scandal?
I know he has one, but he might have more.
He has more N-words? Wait, what?
I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
I know that he had the thing where he was freestyle rapping to a song, and then he apparently said the N-word, but he also said N-I-B-B-E-R, which I wasn't going to say because I thought it might be too close. People would just be like, oh, what? I'll say the A. Nib.
Oh,
but he said
I had no idea.
Yeah, no, but he said the hard R of that, but he said it. No. He was... No.
Yes.
He was saying someone was nagging him. And they said, stop being such a...
Yeah. Okay,
which,
I recall that.
The only difference is one letter.
Yeah, no. I recall. I was just wondering because he's like... racist, and it seems like something that he would actually do. He's woke, but he's not at all because he is this person.
I feel like he's like a fake woke, but somehow PG fake woke. He's not. I don't think he's PG anymore because he's on Mixer.
He's a pajoke.
Okay, you're expelled from the guest position. No one's gonna find that funny, but you.
I'm okay with that. I will die on this hill.
Okay. Yes.
That's the podcast. I single-handedly ended it.
Yes, I mean we're already like 14 minutes in, so it's pretty fast.
You're like, let's call it.
That's good. I'm good, fam.
You're regretting this decision.
Yeah, it's just I don't like him. He's just...
No.
I thought he was an interesting character at first. I kind of... Like, he went through a time where he was playing with, like, a certain group of people, like, basically I Do Work, Wildcat. He was playing with Brendan Urie.
Oh.
Because he's streaming now.
Oh.
And playing games.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was playing with him and another guy who sings. I don't remember his name. So in that duo was actually really entertaining and pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
But then there was sometimes that he would just get like, I mean, he leaned too hard into the whole like Twitch Prime stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, yeah, you can lean into the meme, but then there's him actually being like, give me more money.
Yeah.
Which is like, well, now you just ruined the meme.
Which isn't cool.
No, it's not cool. And I mean, I haven't seen him play with them in a really long time.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming.
Isn't he, who's he working with now?
What do you mean? For like streaming?
Yeah, he's not on Twitch anymore.
He's on Mixer, which is Microsoft.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I stream exclusively now on Mixer. He's a number that you can text him. What?
Oh yeah, wasn't that a whole thing? There were a bunch of
that was a while ago, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bunch of those YouTubers that were giving out those numbers that were.
But why?
Because they want to seem like they care about their audience. That they actually give a crap about who's watching.
Nice.
Am I wrong?
No.
Like, I think there's a certain point in which, like, I won't doubt that they have some amount of care for their audience, but I think that they just become numbers and money. And then it's just like you have this disconnect, but they still have to keep up this facade of giving a crap about who's watching and seeming like, oh yeah, I am so close to my fans. And that's where the number thing comes. It's like, oh, text me, I will text you back. But
this isn't an automated thing. Like,
exactly. That's the thing. They don't actually care.
I should just text them. And just be like,
shoot him a text.
Sorry.
Ninja, does your wife want a divorce?
No, don't do that.
No. No, do it. Does your wife call you Ninja?
When she's upset with you, does she...
Ninja.
Instead of calling you Tyler, does she say Ninja Blevins?
Blevins?
That's his last name.
Blevins.
Tyler Blevins.
What is Blevins?
That's his last name.
It's like lemon bread with a B.
You are tired. This is just gonna sound like people are gonna think you're drunk and not understand.
My sense of humor never changes. But
No, it doesn't. Yes.
I can hear you like reconsidering this entire thing.
I was just trying to find something to move on.
So I get off of lemon bread with a B. Blevins.
It's Blevin. That's so lame. Uh-huh.
It's funny to me.
Oh, I know. It's real funny.
What other... Like, when you talk about Ninja, are there other creators? Do you call them creators?
Yeah, I guess they're creators. Well, I mean, they do upload on YouTube and stuff.
I guess other streamers or something like that come to mind that have a similar mentality.
I mean, there's coming up ones that are just cocky.
Yeah.
But not really. He is the one that just stands out as being like, well, Ninja would do that kind of thing.
Well, I think it's also a thing like with up and coming streamers. They see these streamers that just got their big break for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
That just happened. That they feel like they have a reason to be cocky. There's no humble start.
Yeah.
It's just like, I can get my big break at any moment, so why bother starting off like, oh, thank you for, 10 followers.
Yeah.
Which is an important start, I think.
Yeah.
When you have just that mentality where it's like, oh my goodness, I have 5 people that are actively watching my stuff. It's like, oh, crap, that's really nice.
Yeah.
But if you start off like 5, like most people are now.
Yes.
I feel like you're not gonna. There's an art there.
Mm-hmm.
There's an appreciation and there's an art, and then you do not have that appreciation for that art at that point because there's no humble beginning.
Yeah, no, that is very true.
And that's just streamers.
Because Shroud, don't play. It's muted at least.
Sweet.
Like Shroud switched over. But like this, okay, well, let's just talk about Mixer for a little bit.
Okay.
This homepage, which shows off like partner spotlights.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Showing off the people instantly. Like, first of all, it's like, yes, they already had. They had, like the streams on the top before. That was Twitch. Yes. Yeah. But they never they would occasionally spotlight smaller creators, but there was never really like this kind of thing where it was just showing off, like, just people, which is nice to see.
I do think that Twitch doesn't really care about the people inside. It's kind of
no. I mean, it's got its big partners that are bringing in tons of money.
Yeah.
And it's making bank off people that don't sub.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
It's just YouTube but streaming.
But like, I like this. Is like this person says first time streaming has 15 viewers on Mixer.
Nice.
So you go on Twitch and first stream of the day, 13. You know, just up and coming. There you go.
Yeah.
Like, that's great to see. You know, of course, then there's like Shroud and Paladin Gaze and stuff like that. Ninja isn't online, but
Is there anything specifically better about Twitch compared to...
I mean, besides it being online for so long and having, like, worked out all the kinks and stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, Mixer can just look at Twitch and say, well, you did this thing and that fixed this problem, so we can just do that off the bat now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait, 4 years.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I don't really think there's anything that's specifically...
Because from what I'm hearing and seeing, I feel like Mixer is better.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too.
So why are we on Twitch?
It's just
Why am I on Twitch?
I don't know. Because, yeah. I don't know. I never really looked at Mixer. I think I was on it once watching someone stream.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't watch a ton of streamers either. So, I don't know.
It was the thing, like, when I downloaded Twitch, I had the intention of watching streamers, and I subscribed to people specifically for that. Now I just get notifications for streamers, and I don't end up watching the stream.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, nice, they're streaming.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No, exactly. And I mean, I think when I was on, I used to watch streams a lot more, and then I streamed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, slowly drifted off that. And then I went back to just watching, but I just couldn't. Like, it's like I want to watch a 15-minute video. I don't want to watch
3 hours.
I mean, if I have the time, then a stream is great.
Yeah.
Because then it's just content just comes up.
I don't... excuse me. I think it has something to do with maybe the editing.
Well, yeah, you can... everyone has a different style in editing versus streaming. It's just like how funny or what character do you have on stream.
Yeah, it's the thing. Because, like, I was going to say, I can't sit on a stream for 3 hours, but I could watch, like, I've watched Markiplier, a YouTube video that was 3 hours long.
Right.
I guess I watched one of his streams.
But I mean, he knows where to put, like, he just knows how to be comedic almost all the time when he's streaming. Yeah. And it's funny. A lot of people are just sitting there just playing a game. And if they don't, like, because a lot of, like, YouTube videos are pretty boring.
Yeah.
If you break it down.
Yeah.
It's because it's all, like, funny moments and stuff because they're just adding them together. It's like, oh, we got one funny moment or one cool kill or whatever it is after, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You have the little bit of just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people really like watching streams. I like watching some streams.
Mm-hmm.
But it just really depends on the day.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't have time for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like most of the time.
Like most of the time.
Like all the time you talking about? You know that?
No, not at all. Okay, I'm going to grab water for us to just entertain them.
Okay.
Don't get nervous.
I'm not entertaining.
That's a good joke.
Don't leave me.
Bye.
No. I'm just gonna cry. Just gonna cry. That's the entirety of this part, is just me making crying noises because you left. Thanks. Now you filled up yours and you didn't do anything to mine? Wow. Nice.
You don't drink that much
so
water.
Caring.
I'm smelling bleach in my thing. I need to drink. This sucks.
Stop smelling bleach then. So it's like a you problem.
Yeah. Good water, huh? Smell like bleach?
Did you put bleach in it?
No, I didn't touch it. I filled up my own water.
Please. Yeah, I love you too.
Where do you go from that? I feel like it's good to transition off streaming stuff.
Trisha Paytas.
No.
No.
Don't, please.
Could transition into just like other areas in which people do similar things.
What do you mean?
Like other areas of expertise. I don't know. Entertainment.
Yeah.
Esque things, or just things in general where people almost take for granted or think they're the big cheese when they're really not.
I mean, we can talk about the reaction stuff that we.
Oh,
got
go
so
ahead.
mad about.
Start off. No, you got mad.
I got mad about
I
it.
listened and enjoyed. So
yes.
Start off. Go ahead.
Yes. So, so there is this. I'm just gonna pull up comments so I can refresh.
Don't name drop.
I won't. I'll refresh my.
I didn't think you were that kind of petty, but I was like, don't.
No, I would not do that. I would not do that. Dinner. Gets nervous. That's visibly
It's a
sweating.
dog. It's a dog.
Oh, it's not as cool.
His name's Max.
Oh.
He liked to sniff. Okay, there you go.
Don't make it weird.
Why is that weird? He's just
I don't know.
sniffing. you don't like Max?
Don't.
You can make me sad.
No.
Yo, David Pierce.
Okay. So I will try to do this and not name drop.
Cool.
I'm still gonna say the title of the video.
Call him
Don't.
Benuel.
Just don't. If people are gonna listen to this and look up this, no one's gonna go hate on him. And I'm not hating on him. But I'm trashing on him.
Call him Benuel.
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. So basically, reaction channels and stuff like that have been coming back more, and and YouTube keeps recommending me them, and I don't like them for certain specific things. What?
What keeps stressing into me? I don't like him.
I don't like them.
Obama.
Don't.
Don't like him.
No. I don't like them. There's certain things, of course, that I don't mind seeing people's reactions on.
Yeah.
Because it's like a community thing.
Yeah.
But it's when people put like their quote unquote job title reacts to blank.
Clout.
Yeah. Or it's like rapper reacts to rap song. Musician reacts. Yes.
Rap.
Rapper reacts to rap music that is rappy.
We out here. We reapping.
Nice.
Thank you.
We're using rap lyrics. That's reapping. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, basically, and this one came up, and it is filmmaker reacts to Suki, a short film by Noah Miller. Now, for those of you who don't know, Noah Miller is part of internet group TMG. Tendi Meet Gang.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, he makes a bunch of videos. He's a filmmaker. I don't know where to put him exactly on like where he is. Like he's not like early on, but he also is. He's a director, but he's trying to get kind of his foot in.
Intermediate.
Yeah, I guess.
Intermediate.
Yeah. So he knows what he's doing. He is a good director, but he doesn't really have much of a budget. He's broke, which everyone is. And basically, he made a short film called Suki, which is like 12 minutes long or whatever I think it is. I think the actual film was like 9 minutes total.
Yep.
Which is a really good. I think it's a really cool film. It's a really neat idea, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So please go check that one out because it is cool.
Yes.
People listening.
Yes.
If anyone's listening.
Me.
Nice.
I'll go check it
You're
out.
listening to yourself back. Thanks, dude.
You laugh.
Just kidding. Yeah. Nice.
I'm the only one that finds me funny, so.
Okay. Basically, he made this video about like 3 years ago, I believe. He made not a GoFundMe, but something, same idea, and raised like 11. What was it, like 11,000? I think it was 11,000. Raised about 11,000 through crowdfunding, and also put a bunch of his own money towards this film to make it. Anyways, I think the film was really good. It is definitely a film that makes you like slightly confused, and it's not a perfect film. I'm not going to say that. Of course, there's things that could be done better, but it's also a very cheap film. As much as 11,000 sounds like a lot, it's nothing in the film world. Nothing. When they say $1 million film, they mean that was a budget film. So, yes. Anyways, it's pretty good for that. But there's this guy who decided to react to it, and it is a 13-minute long video. Now, Suki is... Come on. Suki... Oh, wait, what? So his video is 13 minutes and 48 seconds long, and the actual short film Suki is 12 minutes and 24. Which, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a little too much film and a little... Wait, did I say that backwards? A little...
Yes.
Too little...
He used the entirety of the film inside his video.
Thanks.
For clout.
Yeah, he just played the whole video. So, as reactions do generally, they just watch the video.
Yep.
If it's a more popular reaction channel, they will chop up the video because they don't want to get copyright claimed. They still do because it is very gray on the fair use scale. What he did there, I do not believe is fair use. Because if he was breaking down the film and honestly going through everything and describing how shots were done and actually providing some kind of valuable feedback in any kind of way, then I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's him just commenting while it's playing, and he doesn't skip anything. He just plays the whole film beginning to end. It's just a rip. Yes, there's him talking in it, but it's just a rip of the actual film.
Yep.
And just re-uploaded to YouTube, which
is slimy.
It was very slimy. And I didn't exactly call him out on it, but I mentioned how that's kind of, as a filmmaker, that's dirty.
Yeah.
And you don't steal someone else's work like that. And he was like, well, as a filmmaker, I would never steal someone else's work. That is something I would never do. Buddy, do you not realize that is what you're doing? Yeah.
It's just he's a big cheese in his own mind. So he feels like he's got all this big, huge, like, expertise, this big opinion. But he didn't add a lot to the video.
He says I direct music videos and stuff like that. It's like, music videos don't make you a good director, photographer, videographer, anything. It's a music video. They're supposed to be out there. Yes, they can be really good, and depending on your budget, you could be a good director.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have any right to speak on it.
It's also the difference, like, Suki is an art piece.
Yes.
That gives it some leeway.
Yeah.
With stuff that would be like, oh, this is a rule in filmmaking. I don't know rules in filmmaking. I'm not a filmmaker. But with everything, there is a rule.
Yeah.
When it is an art piece that comes straight from a person who this is like just straight out of their head.
Yep.
Has some attachment to them.
Yeah.
You can get around rules.
Yeah.
That's in that sense you have to be like, you have to give it some room to breathe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He's just he kind of was like, oh, I went to school for this.
Yep.
Or even if he didn't go to school for this, he's just one of those people that just like, he figured it out, but he just ran with the clout. Damn.
Oh.
I am a rapper.
Bars.
Please.
Bars.
Follow me. Nowhere.
I'm just not going to link anything.
Follow me. Not home.
Nowhere. Twitter.com.
Don't stop.
.com.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
No, he just, it's like he just figured it out maybe.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that humble start.
Yep.
Or he did, and he does not have the appreciation anymore. It's just
that's
like,
the thing. If he did have a humble start, he's just forgotten where he's come from.
Exactly.
But it's also like you're ripping someone else's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to the podcast where Miller, that's his last name, Noel,
Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller.
When Mr. Miller talked about his short film.
Yes. Pompous.
Quiet.
Nice. When Noel talked about his film, he talked about how he went back and forth and was just how much, again, as any filmmaker does, they go back and forth. It is just this time-consuming, crazy thing that you're worried about because it is your baby.
Yeah.
When you make a film, it is your baby. You want it to be as good as possible. For the amount of time and effort that went into it from how many people were on his crew.
Yeah.
Like, how many locations, how many, like, again, hours.
Yep.
On set or after.
Yep.
Is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
To just take something and then upload it in direct copy with your face cam over it and your microphone over it is so disrespectful.
Mm.
You can react to it if you're providing, again, with the fair use rules, if you're providing educational or some kind of commentary on it that is funny, useful, helpful. If he wants to know that stuff, look at the fair use rules on YouTube. Yeah. Look at the whole case between H3 and the other guy, whatever his name was.
Yep.
When he tried to sue them. Fair use. They got that because they would just use his clip. That's fine. You can use a clip of the video. You could even watch the video if you want. But you can't upload the whole video.
Yep.
And that... Yeah. It's slimy.
Yep.
We're just going to keep this part in, just letting you know there's a piece there that's cut out. It's available on patreon.com/LSPictures if you want to listen to the whole podcast unedited. Quick plug.
Wow. I don't know how you want me to react to that. Amazing. Do that.
Outstanding.
Excellent.
Click that button.
I am so excited.
Give money. And bro.
For the poor. Arms for the blind.
Hands out. A shickle for...
Please, sir.
Please, sir.
I want some more.
Yes. Back to filmmaking. No, being poor is very relevant to that.
To being a filmmaker?
Yes.
Not Spielberg, but yeah.
Well, he started making films with a potato and the camera. The potato wasn't the camera, but basically
It's just him and a potato.
Well,
Me,
I mean,
my
like
potato and my camera.
The original Star Wars, some of the asteroids were potatoes and stuff like that, I think. So
Potato man.
yes. Nice. Yeah.
I'm reverent.
Yes, very. But yeah, just going back to the video, it's just disrespectful. Like, I don't know exactly if he can get nailed for this necessarily.
Obviously not.
I guess because it's still up.
I mean, is there ads on it? I don't think so.
I have ad blocker, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even supporting it. If he has ads on it, that is very slimy. But that's a lot of reaction channels have ads on them.
Yeah.
Which is like, I would be okay if this doesn't have ads on it.
Yeah.
If he's not making any money off it in any way,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not okay with it.
Yep.
But I would be more okay with it than if it was the other way. If it had ads on it at all, you're making money off of someone else's work.
Yep.
Which is so cheap. That's also something. It's so cheap.
Yep.
Taking a film that's a good film that people spend hours and money on, and then you just sitting in your comfy chair at home because you've made some money and you want to sit on the clout that is YouTube reactions.
Yep.
And you just sit and watch and go, yeah, that shot there, that's pretty cool. They use there's some nice lights there. I like that camera angle. Okay, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and support me, because I definitely deserve that.
The Fine Bros said better content.
Well, at least they put work into it.
Exactly.
But that's this thing. It's so cheap. It's like that's why I say this is such a disrespectful thing, because you're taking someone that put time, their sweat, their tears, just money, everything into this thing, and then you're sitting there in front of your computer in your comfy chair, and you're just like, I can make some money off this.
No.
Yeah, it's just slimy. I don't like when people do that. Just go make something. Show some stuff off. And I think on his channel he does actually show some filmmaking stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
Then do that.
Yep.
Do something that gives you purpose.
Yep.
And not just sitting. Yeah, it's easy to do. You're right. It is very easy to do and sit in front of your computer. But it takes no effort at all to sit there. That's why all these very crappy reaction channels where they're just sitting there with their webcam and their laptop microphone and they're just watching a video. And they still manage to get views. This is because people like the audience thing, the feel connection, which is why people watch streamers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. But it's the fact that there's no effort at all.
Yep.
And it's just cheap.
Yep.
It's just so cheap. So
it's like the streamers that like present themselves as a comedy stream, but then provide little to no commentary.
Yeah.
'Cause there's quite a few of those.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can present yourself as a streamer and not give commentary. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're presenting yourself as a commentary streamer, provide commentary that is intelligent, maybe. Like, I don't want to listen to you just sitting there like, I'm gonna hit this dirt block.
Oh,
I hit the dirt block. I'm gonna build a cave.
I see a chicken.
I broke my axe.
Nice.
Where's
Hey guys, Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. That is my imitation of ASMR Twitch streamer. Thank you. Good night.
Is this SNL?
No, it's not nearly funny enough.
I take offense to that.
I said the joke, so that's why. Yeah, it's just. So yeah, basically, go watch Suki. It's good. It's spelled Suki. Suki by Noel Miller. It's a good film.
Yes.
It is a piece of art.
It is.
And
it's really well made.
It's good. It's a nice watch.
Yeah.
Again, it can be critiqued. If this video was about him critiquing it,
yeah.
One of the things he replied back was I was commenting about how it's so cheap and there's no effort into it, and he's like, well, I think you're more into analysis and review. Am I though? I don't think so. I didn't ask for a full 10-page write-up on all the mistakes done in Suki. I just want to know something more than... So they would have used the key light there. It's a nice camera angle. I don't like this music. You know, I don't like the way they shot that. First of all, you don't like the way they shot that? guess what, buddy? It's not your film. No one cares.
Oh no.
It's not. You didn't make that, so you can't be like, I don't like they would. I'm gonna go watch this Hollywood movie, dude. I think that they should have done a dolly shot instead of a chip there. Well, you're not the director. That's the direction in their head. That is their creative vision, not yours. If you want to do that, how about you go make a movie? I'm sure you have the money off your nice music video.
How dare you suggest creativity to a person who speaks creatively? How dare you?
I know. It's unheard of.
You can't do that.
I should go on a public apology.
You
tour.
should, please. I'd like to hear that.
No.
Okay.
But basically, there was a couple of comments back and forth, and one of them was like, but isn't this what Cody and Noel do in their reaction videos? Blah, blah. And it's like, no, because they're comedians.
They provide something we like to call humor.
They're comedians. They also don't just react. They don't go, oh, that's funny. Real funny. You see that? That's funny.
They're able
Ha-ha
to
joke.
they're able to take a joke that is in a video and run with it and make it funnier.
Yeah, they're improving. They're just like, hey, what's this concept? Okay, and then both of them split off the video, and they're both improving between each other, and they're making the video funny.
Exactly.
And it's not a reaction video as so much. It's a video that started a full improv session.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And that's why it's different. If there was some meat to his reaction,
Yeah.
where it was like, okay, here, let me go into detail of describing this thing. You could still react to it and just go into deeper analysis.
Yeah.
Guess what? Analysis is still part of a reaction.
You mean in order to react to something, you need to analyze it first?
Oh, sorry, I'll back off that.
How dare you?
I know. It's crazy.
Can't believe you speak the truth.
Preach this truth.
Yeah, queen.
The down.
Preach.
No. Please no. And one of his replies was like, I said to him, like, he did no research. He went into the video completely blind, which he said was just so that he could appreciate it fully and not have anything. It's like, okay, fair, but also no. No. You should, if it's a short film like this, you should at least know who the person is if you're going to judge them on it.
Yep.
If you're truly just reacting to it, then it doesn't matter. If you're watching it, it doesn't matter. But if you're judging the person that you don't know anything about, you don't know, you're like, well, this thing could have been done better. You don't know that it's a short film. You would have said something stuff different if you would have done one simple Google search, which is like Suki by Noel Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, raised like $11,000. Took him 3 years to make this short film. Took all this time, all this hard work. It'd be like, okay, I'm gonna appreciate this film because it wasn't just something that was spit out.
Yep. It'd be a different story if it was something that was like a whole ton of money.
Yeah.
That had been like just oodles and oodles of cash. They got thrown into that.
And
I mean,
it was still bad.
Well, it would still be. It was a thing of like, if it had been a super expensive budget, like a huge budget, I would have expected like the blood to be better. Yeah. But with that kind of budget, the blood was just fine.
Yeah. And they said in there like that cabin or whatever was a historic site, so the owner didn't want them to have blood in the first
Spoilers.
place.
It's a little late. Spoilers.
Spoilers. But the
go
owner
back now and listen to it again.
Yeah, just before we say spoilers, then
yeah.
Spoilers for.
Don't listen to before that.
Don't listen to this. This is spoilers. Oops.
You were deaf before we said spoilers.
Yes.
Now you can go and listen to it.
Now you can unplug your ears.
Yeah, you didn't know you had them plugged, but I made you plug them.
Wait, you had your ears plugged? Oh, they didn't hear that. Spoilers. No, okay. But in one of his videos, I just no one in his comments, I should say. I said, it just feels like you slapped this up. You just sat down, recorded it, and then it was like... He applied a color grade to the video and then uploaded it.
Yeah.
There's no editing.
Yeah.
At all. Nothing.
Filmmaking.
Yeah, that's how it works. And he said, like, I don't feel like I just slapped it up and reacted to it. Yes, minimal research done because I wanted to go in blind. But I gave my genuine thoughts on the film, insight in particular, blah, blah.
So maybe he just doesn't think a lot.
Slapped it up seems like an oversimplification. Is it?
If he gave his genuine thoughts and they were very small thoughts, maybe he's just got like a ping pong ball in his brain that's just bouncing around.
That's rude.
Okay, well, I take it back. Spoiler. Don't listen to that.
Yeah.
You just gonna let me dig myself into my grave.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. He also said, let's see, I love to explore a more detailed examination of short films, but that would be called something else. A reaction is genuine first thoughts. Yeah, you can have a reaction that is a third watch.
Yep.
It's still your reaction, because it's not like as long as you haven't said what your reaction was, then it's still a reaction.
Yep.
Your reaction is genuine, yes, right. Again, you just slapped it up, though. Yep. He said, if you guys would like to see more review type content, I can do that with definitely more high production value. No, it wouldn't. If you mean high production value as in cut, punch in. Oh, I said something. I should cut the video. I said something I shouldn't have said. Cut the video. It's not called high production value. It's called editing, which you as a filmmaker should know something about. Just saying. But you know.
I like how you called me rude.
Yeah, I realized I went a little bit hard.
So, oh my goodness, rude. Also, you're terrible at
trash.
this.
You're so trash.
Okay, you're trash at this. Do you even edit, bro?
Bro, do you even edit, bro? That's the filmmaker. Do you lift, bro? Yeah. Yes.
I wouldn't know, but I.
Do you even edit, bro?
No.
You do, but yes.
Different.
It's different.
I'm quirky. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do your thing. I can do mine. Get out of my safe space. So you touch me.
I touch your knee.
Don't.
Your safe space.
Oh, I've been abused.
Don't. Oh.
I didn't consent. There's non-consensual knee touching.
Now you gotta make it weird. Both of us just being really rude, and now unconsensual knee touching.
You're the one who didn't ask for my consent. Who made it weird?
You by talking.
Now we're getting into bed. What
Okay.
are you talking about? What are you talking about? I can't talk about it. Can't talk about my non-consensual. What? You non-consensually touching
You're not
my knee? My
Are you touching my knees
non-consensual
now?
knee.
So your knee is unconsensually on your body. Nice,
I
dude.
didn't tell him he could be there.
This is going well. This is going well.
See, when you were like, we should do a podcast, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun for me. I don't know what you were expecting.
No, I wasn't expecting to be some like Iron Road or something. I mean, my stuff is generally rambly, which I don't even know if this counts as like a ramble town.
I feel like we got to make a special sector for...
Excuse me.
Nice. That's pretty weak, but...
This is leave it alone.
We're at this level. I'm going to judge.
Yeah, okay. I feel like this just fits in Ramble Town.
Does it?
I mean, we're rambling.
I guess, yeah.
we went from streaming to this. And
It's
took the
different though.
time.
Like your ramble towns feel more like you're letting off steam. I guess we are, but we're also joking around.
Yeah, well,
It's a little different.
that's true. We're kind of playing with the comedy of it.
I think if we were to do podcasts more often, it'd be more comedic.
Yeah.
Because I'm not very serious.
Yeah, and well, you can be about like artist stuff.
Yeah, but I also like to
No, I like doing jokes.
joke around.
I'm not funny, so
You are.
not funny. That was a good joke there. All right, clap, please. This is just great content for whoever's listening to this in their car.
No,
It's like, what is this?
You are funny. You just say that you're not, which is untrue.
If you listen to my podcast before,
Yes,
it's not
but
funny.
you also now have someone to bounce off of.
Well, that's what I mean.
That-
If I'm something to bounce off of, then I can be awkwardly funny. But if I'm by myself and just like, it was a bad joke, I'm gonna cut that out.
You also just overthink it, though. We're gonna do a deep analysis.
Now we're gonna get
Let's
personal at the end of the
let's do
podcast.
therapy.
Oh no, I didn't consent
What
to
brings
this.
you to my couch today?
This is my couch. What brings you to my
Don't
couch?
worry about that. Brings you to my couch.
Podcast.
Have you been feeling?
Spiffy.
That's a lie. How dare you lie to your therapist? Disappointed.
How is Spiffy a lie? The dragon?
That's Puff.
No. Oh, it's Spyro. Spyro the dragon.
Isn't Spiffy peanut butter? No, that's Jiffy.
That's an oil. That's a oil change place. Jiffy Lube.
We don't have a conscious like
No.
one strain of thought.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just
just talking about reaction
branches.
videos, and then I was like, "Oh, therapist and the coach."
Yeah.
This is a comedy podcast, reaction video type channel.
I think it fits in a different sector.
Yeah.
I think this is a different end of things.
So then, what do you mean? Like, same kind of platform, but just different title, or?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Okay.
I don't know if you were planning on having me around on podcasts more often, especially after this.
I'd
This
like
is
it.
like my trial period, and you're just like, ooh, Max the dog, I'm not feeling it.
Well, I would ask for
Um,
feedback, but no one listens anyways.
I'm listening. I like it. I enjoy me on here.
Cool.
You should have me on.
Thanks for the feedback. That means
You're welcome.
You're on more.
Yes.
Yes.
I think if I were to be a regular segment, that's not what I meant.
Yes.
If I were to be a regular, yeah,
Nice.
I think that would end up being a separate thing. Because I feel like Rambletown has to remain yours.
Okay.
That is you
Well, then
getting stuff
then
out.
I feel like this can just be a podcast with a guest then. Because this can.
I'm always kissed.
Yes. But like Rambletown, yeah, you're correct. It can be just a me thing.
Yeah.
But then this is just a regular podcast then.
Yeah.
So this is just a regular episode.
I guess so.
Because the other two episodes that I have that are episodes
Yeah.
are with guests.
Yeah.
So.
Is your podcast. I don't
It's a
know.
regular. See, if we would have recorded video, then this would have been a great, like... I mean, this could have been a cool video for your channel.
Yeah,
some
we'll
of
do
it.
something else. I'm a different person over there.
Nice.
Thank you.
Want to mention a channel and then not link it?
Don't follow me.
Or do you want it linked?
I don't. I'm not.
But I might.
Link me. You can't. You won't.
I will. Bet. Well, I'll just put it behind like a Patreon wall. Find her channel link by going and
You're not.
giving
It's
the
not a
$1
prize,
the
though. It's not a
$1 tier.
prize.
No, of course not. It's not a prize to listen to an unedited podcast. It's just you listen to it because you want to hear it. It's like a behind the scenes. It's
Yeah.
not a prize. It's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You just want to see that stuff and hear it.
Not me. No, I don't. People don't want me.
That was eloquently spoken.
Thank you.
spoken.
I'm a writer. I know how to word things.
You're a writer, not a speaker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you want to round it off somehow, or just we're just going, we're flying, we're out here?
We're just flying. We're cruising.
Cool. Because we didn't really end that off. We're like,
I'm
he
not
sucks.
I'm not gonna take this out.
We're done.
We're keeping all this in.
Okay.
We're keeping in this.
Okay. But what about for the edited version?
For the edited version, we can even keep this in. It's still just a very...
Oh, crap. I broke the wall.
This is a fourth wall. Oh.
How dare I?
This is audience note. This is the first podcast like this.
Yeah.
So, if it's jank... So this one's called Janktown.
You're so original. Wow.
Yeah, no. Town is in my nature. There's no... Yeah, no.
Town.
Yes.
Uptown.
Funk.
It's cutting it close there, son.
Funky. You trump the F word there, son boy.
Fun son boy.
I said funky boy.
This boy.
Funky.
Grandson.
Grandson.
Don't.
What? Gressa.
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 Who's Gressa?
Who's Greta?
Who's Gray?
Who's Greta? Gray. My long lost daughter.
Gray.
Gray.
Why is she named Gray?
I don't know. She's long lost. I've never met her.
I had no say in naming her.
Yes, she's just gone.
She named herself.
Yes.
She doesn't know how to speak. Is she a feral child?
I don't know. I haven't met her. My long lost daughter.
Sometimes I look at you and I'm like,
This is on your level of a bit, so you can't.
I know.
complain.
And I realize why you react the way you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess we should probably end it though.
Probably.
Cut down. This will probably be like 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
It is currently on an hour and 5 minutes, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ripped by. Pretty good for your
What
first
always
part.
does, yeah.
Yes. Always, as you say on the first podcast ever.
I just meant for conversation. I didn't view this so much as a podcast. It's just
Well, that's what I wanted to. I don't want it to be like, let's sit down and record. I want this to be like, let's sit down and just put microphones in front of our face and then talk.
yeah.
So it's not like, hey, we're recording now. I sound like
I mean, obviously I play up a little bit just to be funnier,
yeah.
but
Well, then I do too. But it's also like, we'll follow a bit more than just how I would normally, which should be ignored. But, you know.
actually we do that a lot. Just
That's fair. That's fair.
maybe we haven't changed at all.
Oh, no. Yeah, but, yeah, it's a learning experience. This is the first one of this kind. Next episode, I should have a better microphone.
Yeah.
Because right now you have the good microphone.
Yeah.
And mine sounds like I have some serious sinus issues, but also it sounds very flat. So hopefully next episode I'll have a better microphone. But this is also the microphone I use on Ramble Town.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll end it.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone's listening, send
Sad.
help.
If anybody's here,
Send help.
tell my family I love them.
Yes. If I don't know where exactly you're listening to this, but if you're listening to other platforms, Spotify. I'm on Spotify.
Spotify.
I'm on that.
I'm there.
I'm on that. Insignificant Podcast. We're on a lot of platforms, actually. We're technically on Apple Podcasts.
Ooh.
By distribution from Anchor, the podcasting app.
Ooh.
Thanks, Anchor. Not sponsored, but thanks, Anchor. You're welcome. Nice. You're my anchor. You can be my anchor.
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
You can be my ankle.
Your ankle?
You don't know that meme?
Don't
Okay.
disrespect me in front of.
You can find us. You can find the podcast on Anchor, Insignificant Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube. Wherever podcast websites are around, pretty much.
Rack 'em up.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. This might be on SoundCloud, but probably not. Because they limit how much you can upload. I said YouTube. Instagram. Tuesday Photography.
Oh, we're plugging everything. Cool.
This probably not going to be in
No,
there.
go off.
Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.